for everybody that doesn't know you, we're going to have a little chat about
Right.
how life's been for you of late. Because many years ago you were all over the UK and spells in Europe and America. So just as an introduction, you are Henry Smith, and you are, how would you describe, a traditional modern
Bit of everything.
country
As long
artist?
as it's country, yeah. Mainly traditional.
So are you're a songwriter as well?
Yeah, I've wrote a few songs, had
Yeah.
4 #1s in the UK country charts and stuff.
Cool. So probably a little bit concerned about your voice and you might have a cold or something.
Yeah.
The reason we're having a conversation is in 2017 you had a real setback.
Yeah.
And it really was quite life-changing for you, wasn't it?
Completely life-changing, Keith. It took me off the road with the band. I had a little television show going and it stopped, everything completely stopped. But in a matter of weeks, once the problem started, it was no time at all.
Yeah. So you noticed you couldn't hit certain words or
Yeah,
certain
I was
pitches?
obviously on a gig and you get to these high parts of the songs and you think about them before you get to them. And, and as I was thinking about it, it's completely disappeared. There was nothing that would come out. So it happened in another 2 or 3 songs after that, which I decided to do some of the slow, deeper stuff. We got through the night, but we got through the night all right, thank God. But when I got home the next day, it was like I could hardly talk at all. There was nothing, and it just got worse and worse and worse until.
So did it feel like you'd strained your voice, or
no, it didn't.
Were there any other symptoms that came along with that?
No, not really. It didn't feel. Sorry, it didn't feel like I'd strained it. It just felt like I was being strangled.
Okay.
It was like heavy palpitations in the throat, if you like.
Okay.
And I still have them now, but I'm learning to control them better than they have been.
Yeah. So after a long time, you obviously saw some specialists, the NHS.
Yeah, we tried everything. We had different specialists. We had somebody come over from the States to check me out and different stuff. And I've had a few operations. I've had therapy, speech therapy, I've had everything, absolutely everything for 6 years, and I couldn't talk at all. Not as
so you've had Botox.
Botox.
Hypnosis.
Yeah, everything.
So
the Botox, it did actually work for about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It worked for about 4 weeks, and then it just died off.
Yeah, so it wasn't a sustainable, viable way forward. So then that obviously went on for some while, and that must have been very difficult for your family and yourself.
Well, I had 6 years of nothingness, if you like.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Keith, I felt like I died, but was still in existence. And I did go through a hell of a lot of, you can imagine, I couldn't talk to the baby, I couldn't answer the phone, I couldn't go in a shop, I couldn't do anything. I confined myself to a studio, and that's where I stayed for most of the time, until I had an email. I was waiting for an email to come through about our next operation, for this. And when it came through, I got all excited and I opened it, and it said we're going to cancel because there's nothing they can do anymore, and basically make the most of your life.
I can imagine when you lose your gift, your tool.
But that's it.
You must have thought,
what
else am I going to do? Because
Exactly.
you're a creative person. I assume you're in the studio songwriting or
Yes,
coming up with lyrics just to keep your mind active and interested.
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
I had to be honest with you. Although I couldn't sing or do much about it, I still sat with the guitar and sung in my head to keep myself up together, if you like.
Yeah.
Well, the best I could. I got.
So just writing lyrics and playing chords and bits, please putting things together was still a process you could enjoy.
Yeah. I
You
wrote
take
a
your
few
mind off it.
That's it. I wrote a few songs, but I couldn't sing them.
No.
But a
Yeah.
little bit more time, I guess I will.
Obviously, we met a few months back, and I never forget when you sort of mentioned I might have slightly misheard it, but I imagine you sort of you woke up one morning
Yeah.
and you were able to make a noise. So it must have been wow.
Yeah,
what was that, and how did that feel like?
Well, after I had the email saying they was going to cancel, I just went off the head. I was walking and didn't even know I'd left the house, if you know what I mean. I was gone. I was finished, mate. And, I'd walk about 15 miles a day. Not intentionally. It would just happen. I guess. And one day, as I'd always tried to talk, I'd always tried to talk, but one day I said something to myself and it come out loud. Well, I say loud, a noise come out, and it was, to me, it was like giving me £1 million, mate. And I tried to remember how I'd done it, and I couldn't for the first 3 or 4 days, I guess, but after that I made another noise, and I remembered how it worked. So I texted the boys, I said, listen, I'm back, and texted and said I'm back. So that was it. They got the band up together, and 6 or 8 months later, I couldn't talk, but I could sing them enough to get by.
Yeah.
And since then, thank God, things have started to change again.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got my life back.
Excellent. Well, I kind of heard you singing, and when we first started talking in the car park, actually, it wasn't outside. The contrast between your ability to, talk fluidly compared to your singing voice, I thought a different guy come on stage.
Yeah.
Like you got a body double.
It feels like that sometimes.
Yeah, it must
really
do.
Does, mate. It really does.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, and I don't understand how I'm talking and singing differently. I really don't. I think it's got to be different muscles I'm using or something. I don't know.
So
Yeah.
how did you
It's
get,
a happy kind of
how did you get
sadness.
into country music?
I was brought up on it. My
Okay.
dad used to sing with different bands here and there and stuff. And yeah, ever since my first gig, I was 5, and I was a drummer in my dad's band. 5, yeah.
Excellent. So it's in the blood.
Yeah, can't live without it, mate. Can't live without it.
Well, I'm going to let your voice have a break now.
Okay.
When we come back, you're going to do a song for us.
Sure,
Have you got anything in mind?
Not at all.
Not at all. Excellent. That's a really good title. We'll go with that.
Yeah, not at all. We'll have to write it. Yeah.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you, Keith.
See you on the other side.
Thank you, bud. All the lies I know they're telling me, and the time they will sound me, for a while I'll be the biggest man in town. Back at home, in bed she's crying. Her love for me is dying, but she'll pray I'll make it safely through the night. When the morning sun starts showing, to her bedside I'll be going, and she'll hold me while I face the morning light. I'll make her promises to change. I'll make her promises, and I swear I rearrange, and I start giving all the love she needs, if only she will stay. Once again, she'll reassure me, and I believe her love will calm me, and I go to sleep tears on my face. And I know she's just alone. Her love can't last forever. Someday soon I'll know she'll leave without a trace. For broken promises will tear her dreams apart. Just token promises will someday break her heart. And for the last time, she'll hold me while I cry, while I'm sleeping. She'll quietly say goodbye.
Oh wow, look at this. Come with me and I'll show you around. I'm at Stonham Aspal Lodge Park in the heart of the beautiful Suffolk countryside. This is one of our lovely lodges on the gorgeous fishing lake. Like me, you could be looking for a lifestyle change and this is just what you need. Everything is done for you. You can design your own interior, you can choose your colour scheme with the manufacturer. It's that easy. Everything comes as standard. The oven and hob, the microwave, the washing machine, fridge freezer. It's perfect. This is the master bedroom. As you can see, it is spacious, light and airy. It has central heating, loads of storage. And if you come with me, there's a hidden ensuite. This ensuite is huge. It has 2 contemporary basins, a shower, tons of storage and an airing cupboard. It's so comfortable and cosy. Can you imagine sitting here in the evening watching the sunset? It's beautiful. And that's exactly the feeling you'll experience when you buy one of our holiday homes. So come on, what's holding you back? It's that easy to make the move towards a life of luxury that you deserve. Or you could buy to let and make money on your investment at the same time. Right, I'm off to meet my family and grab a drink and a bite to eat at the clubhouse. I'll see you there. Follow the link to book your guided tour and to find information on our buy-to-let packages.
Our teapots start life as a 25 kilograms raw clay block, which is sliced into smaller manageable pieces. Our teapots are made in slip molds. This machine is called a blunger. It mixes our raw clay with water and 2 additional chemicals, which forms a liquid slurry, or slip. The clay slip is poured into the mold to the top, filling every cavity and leaving no air pockets. The clay will remain within the mold between 1 hour to 1¼ hours, until it is fully formed, and then it's drained. The top section of the mold is released first, while cleaning down any debris. Then the bottom and side sections are removed, revealing the formed teapot. Once removed from the mold, you will see excess, which is called flashing. To clean the surface down, we remove the flashing by cutting out with a scalpel. This stage of the process is all hand-finished by our skilled artisan potters, which takes years to perfect. After the cutting out phase, our teapot is left to completely dry out. You will see that there are still imperfections on the teapot that require finessing. To remove this, we use a scalpel. This process is called fettling. To ensure the teapot joins are smooth and seamless, we sponge with water. Now these important phases are complete, the teapot is now prepped for underglaze painting. Underglaze painting is undertaken by our most highly skilled and specialist ceramic painters. Painting unique novelty teapots requires a high level of dexterity and concentration. Every single Carters of Suffolk teapot you buy has been individually and lovingly handcrafted. Within our pottery, we welcome visitors to get creative and turn their hands to ceramic painting. Once painting is complete, the teapots glazed, before they are stacked in a top-loading underglaze kiln. The kiln needs to reach 1,200 degrees Celsius. It takes 12 hours to reach this temperature, and the same time to cool. 24 hours later we have a glazed teapot ready for the next phase of embellishment. This is our last creative phase, which is called luster, where we can add specialist ceramic decals, real gold or platinum finessing. Now all the specialist ceramic decals are applied, the teapot is ready for its final firing, in our luster kiln at 750 degrees Celsius for 7.5 hours. We hope you enjoyed seeing the art of creating slip molded teapots. Now visit our website cartersofsuffolk.com. Now view all our stunning novelty teapot designs for sale online, or simply scan our QR code now to find this Jane Austen book teapot.
For everybody that doesn't know you, we're going to have a little chat about
Right.
how life's been for you of late, because many years